May happiness embrace us all. And to move further on this beautiful journey, I would like to call upon adorable Athar.
The budding artists of Gyan Vihar have hard the year round on their skills in painting, crafting, drawing, and whatnot. We hope that you all have witnessed that right before entering this auditorium in the exhibition, which includes the masterpieces of art, mental well being, and French students. For those who missed out beholding the exhibitions, may do so after the vote of thanks. The exhibition will remain open for 40 more minutes. After the vote of thanks, all parents to all parents here, Dhanyavad for being our first teachers, our biggest supporters, to our alumni, be our value ala mezu. Welcome back to home where your story began. And to our media friends, thank you for capturing our moments and turning them into memories.
With these words, I would like to call upon Vibrant Bagisha to take us further on this beautiful journey.
When roots and wings come together, they create a sky full of possibilities. This evening becomes even more special as we celebrate the beautiful co creation of our parents. Let us all rise to welcome our dignitaries. Please rise up for the welcome of our dignitaries.
With the floral tribute complete, may God Ganesh and Goddess Saraswati bless every performance, every rhythm tonight. Let us now proceed to the next segment of our annual function. Good evening, esteemed chief guest, dignitaries, proud parents, grandparents, and alumni. On this wonderful evening, we extend a warm welcome to each one of you to our annual function 2025.
True leadership lies in guiding others to success and ensuring that all are performing at their best, doing the work they have pledged to do, and doing it well. With these words, let us have the honor to welcome our esteemed chairman, who is also the chief guest of this evening, Sri Sunil Sharma. A true leader transforms vision into reality and dreams into institutions. Sri Sunil Sharma has been at the helm of the ambitious educational project Gyan Vihar since its inception. Established in 1994, Gyan Vihar has, under his visionary leadership, evolved into a multi-faceted organization and stands today as one of the fastest growing educational institutions in the country. His foresight, determination, and unwavering commitment to excellence continue to inspire everyone towards greater heights of achievement. Now, I request our esteemed Chief Mentor to kindly felicitate Honorable Chairman. Thank you so much, sir.
True education doesn't fill the mind, it ignites it. Dr. Sudhanshu, the visionary chief mentor of Gyan Vihar School and the vice chancellor of Suresh Gyan Vihar University, is an eminent educationist, environmental scientist, and a passionate advocate of sustainable growth. With decades dedicated to innovation in learning and climate awareness, he continues to inspire young minds to think beyond boundaries. Now, I request our eminent director to kindly felicitate our esteemed chief mentor. Thank you, sir.
Education isn't just about learning facts, it's about creating possibilities. Shri Ganesh Sharma, the dynamic director of Gyan Vihar School, is a trained economist and a social entrepreneur who believes in making teaching and learning a truly wholesome experience. As the director of growth at GV Eduvers, he has led its expansion into hospitals and healthcare and guiding an ecosystem that now educates over 100,000 students every year. A true visionary and a polyglot, he continues to redefine what modern education can achieve. I now request our respected principal to kindly felicitate our eminent director. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud for them.
Every milestone deserves a moment of pride. I now invite our respected principal to present the annual report, highlighting the year's achievements, innovations, and our students' remarkable journey.
Honorable esteemed Chief Guest, respected Shri Sunil Sharma, our Chief Mentor, Honorable Dr. Sudhanshu, our Director, Honorable Shri Ganesh Sharma, my worthy friend and colleague, Ms. Rita Taneja, Principal Gyan Vihar World School, dear parents, grandparents, alumni, staff and students, and esteemed guests. Welcome to the annual function to celebrate the well-traversed current academic year. A special welcome to the batch of 2025 who has come for the first time back to the alma mater as an esteemed alumni. I owe a special mention to each one of you because when last year I assumed the responsibility of the principal, you really contributed immensely in taking the legacy of the Gyan Vihar much ahead. Gyan Vihar is simply not a campus which you had attended or you attend now. It is a culture, you carry it further to a legacy and bring instrumental changes which impact the society at large. Today, we meet at an interesting crossroad. At one hand, we are carrying the decade, 4 decades of a very enriching history of accomplishment and a culture of service above self. And on the other hand, we had already entered into a phase of fast emerging new changes encompassing artificial intelligence, new version, a revisited one for the leadership in time to come, social anxiety, climatic crisis, and rapid rise in the global strife. And our objective for way further is to hold both the realities together and equip our students so that they can take care of the rich legacy and the ethos which has been given to them by the past, and they can honor the future without losing any of the value system which has been already bestowed upon them. At Gyan Vihar, we had always tried to move from mediocrity and complacency to the industry, resilience, and excellence. The world today is not only immensely perplexed due to the wide spectrum of choices and penetrating uncertainty, and this world does not recognize mediocrity or the complacency. The world recognizes those who does not give up and show up again and time again with determination, discipline, well equipped with the skill set which today's era requires, and undoubtedly the conviction and the character. To achieve this, my young leaders are ready, but it is a high time for we, the adults, whether on the school campus or the parents back at the households, who have to really stretch beyond their comfort zones. Responsibility of a parent and the school is to prepare student not only for the next class or examination or admission to a higher education, but it is to prepare our young students to face and be well catering to the uncertainty which they will face in life. A student has a student has to well skill with effective persona, but certainly this personality is to be appended with the humility and embraced with the cultural sensitivity, competitive to lead but humble, successful in career but with impeccable character, leading a meaningful life but also contributing to the life of others. That is what we envision for every Gyan Vihar student, and that is the gravity of the purpose of the Gyan Vihar. Gyan Vihar is not a factory of an outcome, it is a vibrant ecosystem of growth. We are not simply producing achievers or accomplishers. We are forming individuals with purpose. At Gyan Vihar, with all rigor, we are preparing our students every day so that when a chance comes to excel, be that in the space field, legislation, education, medicine, or defense services, our students soar high and prove themselves. We strongly believe that excellence is not an event, rather, it is an attitude. Because young Bihar students do not do average. At Gyan Vihar, what we truly sets us apart is a deep personal connect with every child, a relationship built on attention, empathy, and an unwavering sense of responsibility. At a time when campus safety across the world is turning into a concern, our school stands firm as a space of assurance and care, and each individual is the attention to each individual, and they should feel protected. Every corner of the Gyan Vihar reflects our commitment to the vigilance, emotional security, and a culture where children are seen, they feel valued, and undoubtedly safe. This trust is strengthened by our partnership with parents whose entrustment of the children is both a privilege and a profound responsibility. Together, we create a secure and nurturing environment where students can learn fearlessly and grow confidently. To take you all further, what makes Gyan Vihar unique? I pass on the baton to my young leaders who are standing with me, my head girl to start with, Anushka Singh, followed by the alumni of the 2025 batch, Dakshika Jain. Over to you, Anushka.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present the annual report of Gyan Vihar for the session 2025-26. This academic year has been one of a steady progress and remarkable accomplishments across academics, co-curricular activities, and leadership. Our students upheld the school's academic tradition with excellent board results. Class 10th and 12th students together secured a strong performance range of 97.55% to 90.6%, with toppers like Vagisha, Alina, Harshal, Dakshika, Shivam, and many others bringing pride to the institution. In sports, the year was led by Sahil Chaudhary, who won gold at the West Zone and silver at the National CBSE Boxing Championship, followed by Bhumi Gupta's bronze in the Aqua Premier League. Students also performed commendably in football, badminton, and roller skating, while our dance team secured fourth position at the state championship. Culturally, our teams shone with first runner-up position in Kavali, second runner-up in Nukkad Natak and the Earthly Elegant Fashion Show. Our debaters Vrinda, Tanvi, Harshvardhan and Pranil brought laurels by earning the runner-up trophy in the Lincoln Douglas debate. Additionally, Akshara Jain qualified for the Junior Miss India Grand Finale, capping a year when numerous other students also secured significant recognition and success in various co-curricular activities. The council was formally inducted during the investiture ceremony and worked with dedication throughout the year. A noteworthy initiative was the Principal for a Day program in which Tanishka Shehra demonstrated remarkable leadership and maturity. Our cultural ethos was enriched through various events like Women's Day, Guru Purnima, Unity Day, and a soulful Spik Mike flute recital by Padma Shri Pandit Ronu Majumdar. Social awareness and creativity were encouraged through Ek Ped Sampark Ke Naam, a poetry and plantation drive, language celebrations, monologue competition, the psychology department emotional release activity, and a social exhibition focusing on sustainability and democratic values. Students also participated in an engaging AI workshop and represented the school as MUN delegate at prominent conferences. The year was equally vibrant with inter-school events. The Bhagavad Gita Festival welcomed 26 schools celebrating the timeless wisdom through slow drama and art. Jagrati, our signature event, transformed the campus into a center of debate, theatre, literature, and innovation. Our annual swimming championship waves fostered teamwork and sportsmanship. A strong platform for student expression was created through the launch of Gyan Vihar podcast series, where students voiced their opinions on cybercrime, proxy schooling, AI, NEP 2020, and more with confidence and clarity. The school also hosted a range of enriching experiences. From the Food Wizard Chef competition to soft skills training by Miss Harsha Butoria, stress awareness sessions, Shakespeare's theatre presentations, heartfelt teachers' day celebration, and year and gratitude and good luck potluck gatherings. A key highlight of the year was building impactful academic partnerships. Our collaboration with Trinity College London enable students to earn international certificate in speeches, drama, and communication, establishing us as Trinity Examination Center. Our partnership with SRCC Vidshala further enhanced students' entrepreneurial and economic skills through hands-on learning. With this spirit of achievement and growth, Gyan Vihar proudly concludes another exceptional year of learning, leadership, and excellence. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite my beloved senior Dakshika Jain to read the annual report.
It is with profound pride that I return to my alma mater today. Seeing my seniors and classmates in such warm numbers feel like coming home to familiar faces and cherished memories. Gyan Vihar has evolved into a future-ready academic powerhouse, offering opportunities that make me genuinely envious, especially the school bold shift towards examinations without invigilators, a forward-thinking initiative that reflects the deep trust and values instilled in every student. Equally inspiring is our newly earned NCC affiliation, a milestone that strengthens our culture of discipline, leadership, and national spirit. This year's achievement shows the school's ambitious vision from hosting four international film festivals in collaboration with JIFF and the Aryan Rose Foundation to creating new avenues of growth through the NCC. The school continues to flourish on its strong pillars, such as innovation through the ATL and the Fab Lab, teacher excellence and dedicated mentorship, communication and expression through public speaking and podcasts, environmental stewardship under Vriksh Mitra, student leadership, and a consistently high happiness index. What truly sets Gyan Vihar apart and what I personally experienced is a remarkable balance of 21st century skills, a safe and nurturing environment, and the unmatchable student-teacher bond that shape us for life. Our alumni continue to make us proud across the globe. Anmol Gupta, MBA Stanford University, Bhaskar Kumawat, outstanding graduate student instructor, University of Michigan, Sandhya Badlani, City Center Rank 3 in CS Professional, currently pursuing CS Articleship in Mumbai. Yugant Oza secured admission to NLU Jodhpur through CLAT. Harshal Goyal achieved All India Rank 2863 in JEE Advanced, securing a seat at IIT Delhi. Gyan Vihar continues to nurture values, confidence, and competence, ensuring every student steps into the world future ready. I now invite our respected principal to conclude the annual report. Thank you.
It is quite evident that any school or any family is well defined by the children. And over here, the two young leaders who are accompanying me to read this school report, together with the other young leaders who will be performing during the course of this evening, definitely makes the very fact self-evident that the leadership with the present generation of the student is much enhanced, and we adults have to really contribute way further. Thank you for making this evening more majestic with your presence. I really thank our chief guest, our management to preside over this evening. God bless you all and enjoy the evening. God bless. Thank you.
An institution grows when every child grows, not just as a scholar, but as a compassionate human being too. May I now invite our respected director, whose leadership drives the institution's growth, to kindly come on stage for the address.
Honorable Chief Guest and Chairman, Gyan Vihar School, Shri Sunil Sharma. Honorable Chief Mentor, Gyan Vihar, Dr. Sudhanshu ji. Honorable Principal, Gyan Vihar School, Sri Ritviz Gaur. The very intelligent and responsible teaching team of Gyan Vihar. The brilliant young minds who have truly curated a beautiful program for all of us today. The bright students of Gyan Vihar. And last but not the least, perhaps the most important stakeholders in the educative journey of our children, my dear parents. It's indeed a privilege and an honor to be addressing you on the annual function of Gyan Vihar School. I extend a very good evening to each and everyone present. For Gyan Vihar and its students, I affirm to a life that will be led by the ideas of service, compassion, and universal brotherhood. And that is my aspiration, my affirmation to each and every child that goes through the gateways, the hallowed gateways of Gyan Vihar. If we are not able as a team to create a life for our students that will be led by the ideas of service, compassion, and universal brotherhood, then we as a school would have failed. In the age when it's required of you to do a lot of chest thumping, in an age where it's required for you to get a lot of views and likes and shares, in an age when it's become almost fashionable to flaunt, be a silent do-gooder. What I'm saying might be antithetical to an idea of success that all of you must have envisioned. An idea that's filled with stars, with photographs, with flashes, with paparazzi, glamorous success. But is that success worth anything if we are not making the world a better place to live in? We talk about success, we talk about achieving our dreams, but when you go out and venture into the streets, do you see your fellow citizens stopping at the red light? Do you see your fellow citizens stopping behind the stop line? Do you see your fellow citizens putting the garbage in the bins? Do you see your fellow citizens use language which is truly honorable for a citizenry to use? Do you see your fellow citizens filled or brimming with the idea of service? The answer, the resounding answer to all of these pertinent but asking questions is no. Because we as institutions only cater to an idea of success, an idea which is truly myopic in every sense of the word. Success is not worth it if it only gets you money, if it only gets you fame, if it only gets you cameras, if it only gets you flashing lights. Success is truly worth it if you feel that your life is worth living. If you feel that this life, in which you will face a lot of ups and downs, you would have at least made the life of one other fellow human being who is not biologically related to you better. That is success. Education is not the preparation of life as we usually call it, but education is life itself. The fine balance that hangs between these selfish and altruistic genes that reside within us. The selfish gene which leads us to live a life of self-preservation, and the altruistic gene which propels us to give. Education is the balance between these two. In each and every one of us resides a human being who has truly taken birth to be of service. And within each and every one of us resides a human being which only wants things for himself or herself. Education is to be able to find the balance between them and lead a life where you're able to get material success for yourself, but are also able to help create a better world, a world that's truly healing. Are my students contributing to healing this world? That is the question that I want to ask to my principal, to my teachers, to my parents. Because education is not a one-way street. We are only a part of this journey. The onus, as much as it lies with us, also lies with the parents. With us, the students are there only for about 6 to 7 hours, but with the parents, they are for about 16 to 17 hours. It's a beautiful partnership, and it should remain such. The idea behind Vrikshamitra, the idea behind podcast, the idea behind having our students interact with people from all walks of life comes from the very fact that service is the backbone of education, that service is the backbone of humanity. What sets us apart from other animals, from AI, from machines, is not our ability to emote, is not our ability to be omniscient or ability to understand everything, because you will see very, very soon that machines will also be able to do all of that. It is the idea that we, as a race, as a collective, as a community, exist only to be of service to others. That very idea is the foundation of humanity, and that very idea sets us apart. If we are able to get this idea home in the hearts and minds of every young leader, then we would have succeeded as an institution and as a parenting body, as a parenting collective. So, my message to all of you on this auspicious occasion is to instill that idea in your children. And that cannot happen if we only preach and if we don't practice. That is why whenever I speak to my teachers, whenever I speak to the principal, the very fact that I insist upon is that we set examples, that we are able to set examples where we are practicing all of what we want to preach. And this very thing I want to exhort upon the parents and the alumni sitting here, that we have to practice what we teach. When we tell our children to be honest, when we tell them to have dignified conduct, then all of us who are perhaps in the government, who are perhaps government officers, have to realize a society where we don't take bribes. मैं कड़वी बात बोल रहा हूँ, हो सकता है आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों को मेरी बात पसंद ना आए, बट कड़वी बात करना, समाज को आईना दिखाना बहुत जरूरी है. हम में से बहुत से लोग ऐसे होंगे जो सरकारों का हिस्सा होंगे, हम में से बहुत से लोग ऐसे होंगे जो सरकारों का हिस्सा ना होंगे. बट अगर हम हमारी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में वो शुचिता नहीं ला पा रहे जिसकी बात हम रोज क्लासरूम्स में करते हैं, तो शुचिता पब्लिक लाइफ में नहीं आ सकती. शुचिता एक जनरेशन से दूसरी जनरेशन में ट्रांसमिट नहीं हो सकती. जब हम कहते हैं सच बोलो, और हम हमारे बॉसेस को रोज झूठ बोलते हैं, हम हमारे सबॉर्डिनेट्स को रोज झूठ बोलते हैं, हम हमारे टीचर्स को रोज झूठ बोलते हैं, हमारे लीडर्स को रोज झूठ बोलते हैं, हमारे साथ काम करने वालों को लोग रोज झूठ बोलते हैं, और हम ये सोचते हैं that our children won't see it. हम कितना भी आवरण बनाने की कोशिश कर लें, हम कितना भी आडंबर करने की कोशिश कर लें, these are creations of God. These are creations of the cosmic conscience. They see through everything. They see through your avaran, they see through your adambar. They see that you're not practicing what you're preaching. So, very harsh, but a very honest message to each and everyone present here is to be able to practice what we preach. And I'm not saying that when I'm saying all of this, I also practice everything I preach. But let today be the moment that we realize this. Let today be the moment that we change ourselves little by little. Let today be the moment that we see an incremental increase in our transparency, in our honesty. Because if that doesn't happen and we only half-heartedly hope for our students to have integrity, that will not happen. Now coming to more positives, something that I really felt from my heart and really needed to be conveyed, I've conveyed. But what's more positive is that I saw leaders putting out the annual report of the school. I saw people who are growing in confidence. I saw people who are growing in character and in conviction. I saw people outside who have grown in creativity. These are the C's which are very much important: creativity, confidence, collaboration, competence. And I'm sure that with unwavering commitment, with unwavering hard work, we'll also be able to work on the last C and the most important C of all, character. We have worked on conviction, we have worked on confidence, we have worked on creativity, we have worked on compassion, and we are building character as well. I'm very confident of it. When I see young students engaging in meaningful podcasts, when I see them asking really insightful questions, when I see them philosophizing, I truly believe that the future of my country is safe. Because as I always say, countries and societies aren't formed in legislative assemblies or parliaments, they are formed in schools. When we build character, we are also building the nation. And it's very heartening to see that in these engaging podcasts, I can see a little bit of nation building taking place. Because movements which are led by philosophical churning are the movements who will be able to change the world. Our country might be going through a religious renaissance, and most of us might be very happy about it. But societies and nations have not changed through religious renaissance. Societies and nations have changed through scientific renaissance. Societies and nations have taken the flight when we have undergone philosophical changes, whether it be the philosophical changes of 14th and 15th century Europe, or whether it be the philosophical changes of 7th and 8th century AD India. Every time we have thought about the primordial questions: who am I? Why am I here? What is my objective? Every time we have philosophized and asked ourselves these important questions, we have grown as a nation, as a society, as a community, as a global collective. And that is important. We might feel good about the temples we have built. We might feel good about everything that we are supposedly doing for our cultural renaissance. But if we are not asking the right questions, if we are not philosophizing, we are not growing. I am glad that my students are growing because they are asking the important questions. It's important that we ask ourselves these questions. It's important that we derive pride and glory from our achievements of the past, but it's equally important that we ask the critical questions to ourselves. I'm glad that my students are doing that. I'm very happy that in this day and age, when world is talking about AI and ML, my students are actually understanding the logic and the rationale behind it. Artificial intelligence and machine learning is not for us to use as crutches. It is to make sure that learning becomes more democratic, that learning reaches every household, that we are able to make education all pervasive and reach the grassroots so that each and every global citizen we can proudly say is educated. That is the basic aim of artificial intelligence and machine learning. The progress of humanity, the progress of us as a global collective, where we are able to get knowledge at a very, very democratic platform. That is the basic objective of artificial intelligence and machine learning, and I'm very glad that my students are going through that journey as well. We can proudly say that perhaps by the next time I meet you, I'll be able to tell you how Gyan Vihar has become the first institution in the city to explore the frontiers of artificial and machine intelligence, machine learning, and make Gyan Vihar a completely AI and ML ready school. But not for the usual things that you think of, to complete your assignments, to get ahead in exams, but the true objective of AI and ML to make sure that intelligence, knowledge, and a whole lot of information reaches each and every doorstep. That is how we are going to explore AI and ML. With all of those ideas, with all of those ideas for further progress, now uh, leave you for the address of my management. And my last message to each and every one of you, the children listening, the parents listening, the teachers listening, is that when we go to the classrooms, when we give some new information to our students, we have to ensure that each and every minute that we spend in a classroom, each and every minute that we spend with our children in our homes, make some kind of net positive social addition, some kind of net positive social change, so that we are able to leave this world, our little corner of the world, a better place than we found it. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you, sir. Your leadership continues to drive the institution forward with purpose and passion.
Leadership is not a position, it is an influence. And the greatest influence is to inspire minds to dream beyond boundaries. We now request our esteemed Chief Mentor to grace the stage with his inspiring presence. Sir, your guidance continues to shape our path towards excellence.
Honorable Chairman and the Chief Guest of the event, Sunil Sharma Saab, Young Dynamic Director Ganesh Sharma ji, always smiling, enthusiastic personality, principal of the school, with big God Sahab. All the parents, the chief stakeholders of the school, their children, and all other people who are attending this event. After a very worthy, beautiful speech, a dynamism and enthusiasm filled in my core of the heart. And I think I don't find any other speech is required to talk you people. It was really great and learning. And this speech can give a real depiction, a real value of the Gyan Vihar, how Gyan Vihar is moving ahead. Because if the director, the leader, the vision, the man of idea is so much clear about the ideas, is so much ready for making school the future factory of India. Certainly, I fully feel comfortable, secure, and confident that Gambia is really under the great hands. I believe all the parents must appreciate the way director is moving ahead. His ideas are coming for making school great. Really, this is one of the wonderful things of the day. As we started today, right from the welcome point, we were witness the team of NCC, the people who are into the school band, then we have seen the creativity of the students, various art exhibitions, creativity, new ideas. Certainly, before the threshold of this place, anyone can understand the way Ghanaian people are working. I'm really congratulate all the teachers who are 24 into 7 involved in this making of the career and the future of India. I am really thankful for our leader, principal, Mr. Ritik Kaur, and his whole team. It's really very impressive. I have seen and listened the annual report. It's really great thing that students, especially your like head of the school, head girls and alumni, they have given what you people have done in the last year, and everything was very impressive. I'm happy that Gambia is involved in sports, into deep academic things, and all other homo species people. इस बात को समझने की जरूरत है. And the difference between the Homo sapiens and other Homo species people, maybe Homo erectus, Homo ramapithecus, Homo australopithecus, not many other varieties were there, but how Homo sapiens won the race. I am not talking about winning anything, just telling you how to survive. And the only basic thing